Hey guys, SK here, back with another Clash Royale video. Hope you guys are all doing well. Today I'm once again back on Path of Legends in Ultimate Champion League, pushing or at least trying to push top ladder with 3.0 Xbow Cycle, my favorite deck in the game. So the last ladder video I did was a top 1,500 ladder push with 3.0. And today I'm just going to kind of be continuing that trend and pushing again. We are up against a pump in our first matchup. I'm going to log this to kill Little Prince. Good thing on his end that he went for the ability, otherwise that would have probably been tower down and game. That being said, this is still looking really sketchy right now because I think this is Golem pump. Usually pump plus a Little Prince means Golem pump, although I guess it could be like Elixir Golem or maybe Goblin Giant in some cruel twisted world where I get Goblin Giant recruits for the first match of the video, but no, it is going to be Golem. So honestly guys, I am not that fond of the meta. You know, I came into this season thinking like, okay, it's going to be a long season. I'm going to try and get 3K in ladder and also just try and get a nice finish. But now I'm starting to reconsider that because I feel like every time I go in motivated, I actually just play the game and see what the meta is like, and I'm just like, nope, this is not worth it. This is not fun. Goodbye. So hopefully, I mean, I haven't really come to a consensus of what I'm going to be doing this season. Also, really perfect that the Tesla's on the E-Drag. Otherwise, that would cause big issues for me. I think I'm actually going to have to go play my Evo Archers right now because the healer is causing issues. I need to kill that E-Drag. But I think I can go in right now because I have the Evo Archers counter pushing, and he's not back to Golem, so he's going to have to kind of struggle. Oh, never mind, my bad. I forgot about the Little Prince 3-card cycle. Wait, actually, I don't even know if he played it. Maybe I'm just tripping, but he was up a lot of Elixir. That's why I said that looked really sketchy, because, you know, I had to go Xbow. He low-key starting-handed me with that pump. I didn't have a Fireball in cycle, so I actually had no choice but to Xbow. If you guys are wondering what to do when they go pump and you don't have Fireball anywhere in cycle, I feel like the only real counterplay is to go Xbow. That being said, it doesn't even work out all the time, because they can easily defend with Little Prince like he did, but I think this worked out really well. I mean, we are pretty much even on Elixir now. I've kind of equalized. I don't know why he would pump like that. I guess to prevent me from Xbowing to punish, which is a play I like to make in this matchup sometimes, but at the same time, he should have just pumped in the back anyway. I probably would have fireballed it nonetheless. But I'll go Xbow in the right now. As he goes Barbs the back, he's probably going to be back to Golem in time. Nope, he actually is not Elixir-wise, so goes for the healer. So this is Golem healer, guys. Honestly, a decent matchup, but I don't really want to say it's like our hard counter. I just think it's decent because they don't have a big spell. That's the biggest benefit, so they can't really directly kill a Tesla, nor can they kill archers. That's the biggest thing. They do have really annoying components in this deck, though, especially the E-Drag and the healer. And since I am down Elixir, I think, anyways, I'm not going to go in. Usually when they go in the back like that, it might be a smart idea to go in opposite, but right now, I'm just going to try and chill and full defend right now and focus up. I do also have my Evo Archers in cycle, so that can probably do something. Again, the E-Drag is a big issue because they can't kill archers, but they NATO the archers into the E-Drag's chain, and that's usually what happens and gets you. So right now, that's exactly what happened right now. I'm still just going to fireball everything and then log to kill the surviving Barbs and get back to a knight, which I think I need here. Yeah, I do need a knight, so I'll go for that, and then I do need 2 archers as well. Actually, that knight might have been better served if I placed it towards the middle to kite for both. As a result, I kind of have to overcommit on this LP defense, but this is still pretty good. And for some reason, he lets that knight get 2 hits on the tower. That is a really bad play, because that's essentially a mini Xbow lock, so I don't know why he would allow that to slide. But I guess I'm playing offense through defense, like I'm literally just full defending right now, which is unfortunately what this matchup comes to as well, guys. I know it's kind of like annoying, a bit frustrating to play, but like usually if they are playing Golem pump and they start going same lane as you, all you can really do is defend the whole game until the last second of tiebreaker. So that's probably what I'm going to be doing this game, to be honest. I'll go for my Evo Archers. There's no way he can NATO them in, like, at least right away, because that E-Drag is so high up. Yeah, they should actually survive right now, and then I'll try and protect them with a knight if I can distract. No, I messed up. Oh, I didn't. Okay, nice. They're still alive. Beautiful value for my Evo Archers right there. And that is how you want to play this matchup, guys. I'm just going to go in just to pressure because I have a lot of stuff coming down the left. Like, that's actually going to help against the Golem. I don't really need to worry. I'm not, like, down Elixir by any means, so I just went Xbow to force something out. That's pretty much it. And I'll go Archers over here so that the E-Drag can be nowhere near them to attack. I'll go Knight up high, and that should be a dead E-Drag. That was actually such a beautiful sequence, man. I'm actually playing this really well, honestly. This is not a matchup I'm very fond of. I do win it, like, at least half the time, if not more, but it's just kind of annoying to play sometimes. But I think this game just pretty much went as perfectly as it could have. He's definitely going to, like, E-Drag NATO these Archers in, but I'm not really concerned. I'm back to a second Tesla, which I will go for right now. I'm back to my new Archers, which he already NATO'd my previous ones in, so can't really do anything with that. And that's going to be a really good game. Like, that's a almost picture-perfect example of how to play this matchup. And especially when I got starting-handed and I couldn't fireball the pump, I still was able to come out on top either elixir-wise and also damage-wise. So that was a really good game, guys. Nice win against Golem Pump. As my opponent also knows that he was a good game, so good sport on his end. Let's see where we are in the world to start the video off. Alright, top 2K. Alright guys, so our next match against Seek Loves Kisara. I think Kisara is an anime character. I don't really watch anime personally, so I don't really know, but I know like quite a few people, some of my friends on Twitter, they also have like Heart Kisara in their name, and you know, they love anime, so I can only assume that's what it is. He does go for a Rage, which tells me it might be a bunch of things. It could be Goblin Giant Sparky, could be E-Golem. Those are the two most likely, or maybe even like Recruits, again in a Cruel Twisted World where I get that matchup. Okay, he goes for a Sparky, so pretty good play on his end just to ignore the Xbow and go Sparky the back. This is going to end up with him getting the most elixir in this exchange because he's not actually going to let the Xbow get any value. If you think about it in a vacuum, the Xbow's pretty much doing nothing against his push, so... Oh my god, wait, what is he doing? Okay, I'm going to go Ice Spirit to push the Sparky into the Tesla. Okay, that didn't work out at all. Wait, my Tesla was basically useless there. Low-key, that's my bad. I should have gone for it one tile higher, I guess. I thought it would still work out, but honestly, like, what was he doing? I guess he didn't have Goblin Giant in Cycle. That's the only reason I can think of him not going Goblin Giant there. Obviously, that would have been a great play because he was up Elixir. I think I would have defended. I'm pretty good at this defense, but that was still kind of a blunder on his end. And now, as a result, I'm probably going to be fine. Just defending this. He goes for the Fireball and Mini P.E.K.K.A. Probably going to Rage as well. But I'm back to my Evo Archers if I need them. Do I need them? Yeah, I think I do. Just a log won't do the trick. And I'm back to Skellies too. Going to be a very clean defense. Almost no damage taken. And Archers will actually counter push as well. So that's very nice. On another note, if you guys do enjoy the video, please make sure to like and subscribe. I have been on the grind, sort of. I mean, I'm pretty busy with university recently, but we've had like slow and steady growth, you know. I reached 33.3k subs recently, which was a milestone I kind of wanted to get. 33,333. So that is like just really nice to get. Honestly, I'm really happy about it. And yeah, if you guys do enjoy the content, just feel free to show some support and love. Always trying my best with these 3.0 ladder pushes, even though the meta, again, is atrocious. Like, I don't really enjoy myself as much. Of course, I still love this deck, and that's the reason I play it. I feel like I'm actually better with this deck than Queen Bow, even though I do believe Queen Bow's better in the meta. But anyways, I digress. So we're up against a huge push right now, and this is kind of the standard defense I go for. He does Fireball the Archers, which means my buildings will have free reign to get a lot of value, and Sparky does blast the Tesla, but I think it's fine. Like, whether it hit the Knight or the Tesla there would not have made too big of a difference. Let me just log this back. Actually really clutch, because it keeps the Knight alive, and he's going to have to respond, protects it with the Evo Knight. I can just Fireball in a second if he protects this even more, or I can just Knight on top. Yeah, I'll Fireball now that he protected that, and if he let it go, then I would have gone for the Knight on top of the Mother Witch, and then I'll just Ice Spirit. So you guys will notice a little micro trick I do against these Sparky pushes. I usually distract the Sparky with, like, Skeletons or Knight, then I go for the Ice Spirit to freeze it after the fact and just maximize the time that is kind of out of action, if that makes sense. So, like, I never really use Ice Spirit. I don't know if it would be a better play to do so or not. Oh god, this is going to be kind of bad. I have to log. Actually, I'm fine. Honestly, I'm fine. Defense Vex was putting in work. But I don't know if it would be a better play to, like, sacrifice the Ice Spirit sometimes, but I feel like just getting that Ice Spirit freeze is so clutch, so that's what I do. I distract the Sparky for one hit, then I Ice Spirit to freeze it. And Sparky does not kill a Knight in one hit as well. Now, the reason I'm going in right now is because, as I was doing in the Golem match in triple, I just want to spread his elixir thin. I also forced out the minions, and I actually am able to switch lanes because he let me get such a big lock. Again, this is kind of good for him because he's going to be able to get a huge push going, and he's going to be up elixir. Also, right there, I did sacrifice the Ice Spirit because I needed the Knight to tank for the Goblin Giant Spear Goblins. Obviously, you can do both. I know I just talked about not doing it, but I guess when it's like closer to single or like smaller pushes, I do that Ice Spirit trick to freeze it, and then when it's like I don't really have another choice, then I guess I'll go for the Ice Spirit to sacrifice. But this is going to be a good game. He has no resets in this deck, so very nice win. Pretty clean, pretty much no mistakes, and just really good match against Goblin Giant Sparky. Hopefully gives you guys an insight into how to defend against that matchup. Goblin Giant Sparky Rage can be pretty tricky. So another nice win. Going to put me almost top 1.5k. Alright guys, fun match against Chai Enko. I don't want to risk saying that name another way, but I'll just start with the Ice Spirit, see what's going on here. Tombstone, okay. I don't want to Fireball. Normally against Splash Dirt I always Fireball, but it could be Lava Hound, and that would be a terrible play to Fireball, because then you could go like Skelly Drags and stuff. Okay, Zappies, Tombstone Zappies. I think this might be Graveyard. I'll just Fireball the Zappies. There is like a Skelly King Cannon Cart Graveyard deck. It's not really popular, but I don't even think it has any Evos, actually. I guess Evo Barbs instead of Cannon Cart these days, but Barb Barrel as well. I feel like it's going to be Graveyard, so I'll just log, and Fisherman, yep, okay, that's in the deck as well, I think. I'll just go for Center Tesla. Pretty safe starting play, and not much you can really go wrong. Like, if they go Fisher the back, I usually either Tesla or Fireball it. I wouldn't do too much else. Like, I guess Split Archers works. I wouldn't really Knight the back against a Fisherman, I guess. Like, maybe sometimes, but yeah, Tesla's just a very safe play. And he's letting this go, so split my Archers. I'll go for the Xbow right now. Let's see if he has, like, a Cannon Cart or Evo Barbs or whatever it is, and RG, oh my god, I actually completely slipped my mind that this RG deck is a thing, the RG Skeleton King with Tombstone Zappies. Like, it completely slipped my mind that this was actually a meta deck. I do not know why, but it did. But we're obviously going to be up against that, not any kind of Graveyard. I don't know what I was thinking. I'll log to make sure this dies. I don't want to take any damage. Yeah, I think if I didn't log, my Tesla would have died. I might have taken a few hundred damage. So this matchup, guys, I actually had someone ask me, you know, how do you play against this matchup? And quite a few people do ask me, like, over time. So I'll try and show you guys how exactly you're supposed to play this one. The moral of the story, or I guess like the summary of this matchup, is you want to defend the whole game and pretty much just never let them get any RG hits, like ever, if you can help it. I might snipe that Tombstone with my Evo Archers. Actually, I feel like it would be a bad play. I'll just Archers the back. I could Fireball that, but it wouldn't be good. Now I think I'll Fireball the Fisherman again. I think it's a nice play to Fireball Fisherman sometimes. And it's basically, again, all about defense and spell cycle. Like, you're never going to break through in this matchup, trust me. If they know what they're doing, you will never get a lock. So it's basically all about Fireball value on tower and log cycling as well. Of course, you want to save your log for the Skeleton ability sometimes, but you don't really need it, like, if it doesn't call for it. Like, for example, right now, that would be a really bad ability, so I don't have to worry about it. Again, he messed up by giving me Fireball value. It's not like a terrible play, but I just, again, you know me, I take any Fireball value I can get in this matchup, so I will definitely just Fireball a Tombstone if I need to. And now it's kind of building up, like, he's getting a lot of troops on the board, so this is where I feel like a defensive Xbow is called for, because he has a Fisherman, he has Zappies, and I just Fireball the tower. Like, I'm not really in any position to go offensive, so this is where defensive Xbows come into play, and they're going to be a very big cornerstone of how you play this matchup, guys. Defensive Xbows. Gonna stack my Archers. He's gonna have to choose between Fireballing the Archers or the Xbow. He does choose the Archers, which is totally fine. I'll just Tesla. I think I misplaced it by one, so if he goes RG again, I'll be in a bit of trouble. But as you can see, perfect defense, and Xbow will actually take out the Fisherman for the most part. Actually, not really, but I'm already back to my Evo Archers if I need them. Oh god, I messed up the Skeleton timing against the Fisherman. That's my bad. And now I'm going to Defensive Expo anti-Fireball placement number 2. The one you saw earlier was the lower one, but this one is a bit higher. I like this one because you can actually just defend an RG with this by itself. Like, this will defend an RG in both lanes. And I'll go Evo Archers to force something out. I'll Skellies to protect the Archers. I just realized as I played that I'm going to feed into the Mother Witch, but if I protect the Archer, I think I'm fine. I'll Fireball this. And if he goes ability right now, it would be a bad play because I do have an Expo working on that. Go Archers, Tesla up high, he's forced to choose what he wants to Fireball. And again, as you can see, like, unbreakable defense. If you play defense well in this matchup, they can't really break through. I have lost this, like, this is a matchup that I'm very on and off with because I do win it, I'd say, majority of the time. Just by, again, this strategy, Spell Cycle. As you can see, I've played no offensive Expos, like, except for the first one, then I found out what his deck was. But for the most part, like, I can defend well. But there's some really good pro players that I've played against, like Bale. I think I beat IMJP in this matchup, but, like, there are some pros who know what they're doing, and they will win in this matchup. It's kind of annoying. Anyway, this is a bit of a reach, but I will Fireball the Skelly King, just to, like, keep the Spell Cycle up. Split my Evo Archers. I think he might Fireball. If he's smart, he'll Fireball, like, everything in the middle right now. That would be a very good Fireball. Yeah, he does take it, so well played to him. I'm back to a second Tesla, though, and Skelly's going to DPS down. Look at this Fireball, guys. Beautiful Fireball on all 5 Zappies and the Fisherman. That is just so satisfying. And now this is going to be another free defense. I don't want to log just yet in case he goes ability, but now I should be safe. Ice Spirit Knight, and yeah, this is not breaking through no matter what. Desperation Mother Witch, but good Knight to protect. As you can see, you want a Knight to protect against, like, potential Mother Witches. You also don't really want to go Skeletons, like, in the face of a Mother Witch. If you know they have Mother Witch in Cycle, you don't really want to do that. But as you guys can see, like, I took 0 RG hits the whole game. That's what I said I wanted to do, and that was the goal. I did achieve the goal. So that's how you play this matchup in a perfect world. Just good defense and defensive Expos when you need them. So very, very nice stuff against RG. A very, like, staple meta deck. It's not really popular, but it's, like, always kind of there lurking, I guess. I actually forgot about it. But yeah, very nice win. I will take that one. Alright guys, on a match against a Japanese player. We are getting some all-right wins, I guess, like decent wins. I have been, like, really on and off on ladder, to be honest, so it's either win or loss at this point. Like, I don't know, man. This meta is just not it. Also, Cannoneer is kind of annoying. It's honestly good for Xbow, but it's just like annoying the fact that they released a really strong tower troop. It obviously wasn't good, and then they buffed it to be really good. And now, because I mean, like I talked to a bunch of pros, and like Lucas, for example, one of the best players, he really hates Cannoneer. Okay, we see Knight, Little Prince, Lumberjack. This looks like Golem again, to be honest. Or if I'm really lucky, it might be Lumberloon, and you replace Bowler with an Evo Knight, I guess, but I usually do see Lumberloon always still run a Bowler. I'm going to go Xbow because I think he's playing Golem, and yeah, perfect Xbow. As you can see, I knew he wasn't at enough elixir to really get a Golem down in time because he committed so much to my single elixir push, so that's just going to work out pretty well, and then I can defend. I unfortunately cannot activate King off of this because I'm going to have to go Knight high. He does a good job of getting a Knight down, so he's not only going to like prevent the activation, but also prevent more Xbow damage. But that was still like really clean, and honestly, a 1,200 damage lead in single is something I will definitely take in this matchup. Like, Golem, I have a feeling it's going to be another 5-minute game, guys. Like, if they play well, you're not going to break through in double. You're just going to have to defend the whole game. I'll fireball the pump. I do always advocate for fireballing the pump if you can. The only reason I didn't in that earlier game is because he literally starting-handed me and I physically could not. And I feel like it's a bad play to just kind of, like, cycle back to a fireball. Like, you're just wasting elixir. I was leaking there because I thought he might Golem. He goes LP the back. I guess the only real safe play here is, I guess Tesla. I mean, Knight would do okay, but then it would kind of die to a Guardian. I'm actually just going to let the LP cross, I guess, because he goes Lumberjack, allowing me to play a Knight. I don't want to, like, waste a Tesla if I don't have to. I'll go Ice Spirit, and then just, yeah, trying to cycle, like, I don't want to just pre-Tesla. I mean, it's 4 elixir. It's a pretty big commitment, so, like, if you go for a center Tesla and they, like, just ignore it, it's going to be a lot of wasted value, I guess. So, I do like center Teslas quite a lot, but not all the time. This is a bit annoying. I obviously want to Expo, but I can't really do that, like, justifiably. I could Expo now, potentially. I guess I will, just to force stuff out, but I don't feel the best about it. Like, I'm probably gonna have to let it die, just to force Elixir out, I guess, and distract him. But I'm definitely gonna have to focus primarily on this defense and not on my Expo. So I'll go Evo Archers, I'll log the LP just to reset that, and then I'll just focus again fully on defense now. Gonna have to go for a second Tesla here, and Archers are doing okay. He did NATO, right? So these Archers, second pair, will get a lot of value. I have to go back to my Knight real quick. Let me just cycle. Knight is back in business, and that was actually really clean. Log as well. I think I'll take some Lumberjack damage, but honestly, really good stuff. And oh, that was perfect, guys. I actually activated King. I did not mean to, but great Archers placement by me, I guess, activating King off the E-Drag. So if you guys didn't know, that's how you activate King off an E-Drag, I guess, with Archers. Usually I always do it with a Knight in single, but that worked out very nicely, I guess. Activated King is very huge in this matchup. You're going to need to get that if you can, because it's going to be very paramount on defense. You guys go for the early NATO, which is really good for me. I like going for Archers early to, like, bait out the NATO. Now I have my Evo Archers. They're going to cook. They're going to destroy this entire push. Ice Spirit. I can get back to a Knight if I need to for this E-Drag. I will. Yeah, it's going to be pretty safe to go for it. Then just Skellies for the LP. And if he goes ability, I can easily defend that. But that wouldn't be the best ability, I don't think. Not the best expenditure of his Elixir. And this Evo Archer in the left guy is going to counterpush. He's going to force out either a Knight or a Lumberjack. Yeah, because that would have been like 3 hits. And you don't want to take that. Like, that's something I love about Evo Archers in 3.0, honestly. They do add an element of offense that the deck didn't really have, like, before them. Like, Evo Knight is not the same as Evo Archers on offense, to be honest. I'll Expo. Just, I've outcycled the Golem, I think, and he also wasn't really at, like, the right situation, just Golem. Oh, Knight goes out of range. That's huge. He's going to be forced to E-Drag now. I'll just Ice Spirit to stall it out. And that's pretty much good game, guys. I think, anyway, because I'm pretty comfortable I can defend and triple. Does go Golem. I might just Expo because I have Evo Archers. I don't want to pre-cycle them too early. So I'll just Expo to distract him again. I also have a lot on the board. I have Archers from before. I have a Tesla. Like, this is looking really good for me. And that mini lock from the Knight walking out of range was huge. Back to a second Tesla now. Skeletons to DPS down this Knight. New pair of Archers once his NATO's out of cycle. And you guys will see this trick against E-Drag. Like, pretty much just always Knight up high. And don't let it get anywhere near your tower. Because E-Drag is a bit annoying to chain against. And that's a good game. There's only 20 seconds left. He's not breaking through. Really good defense again. Honestly, like, if I'm playing well, guys, like, I am not going to lose to Golem. I'm just going to defend well the whole game. But it's usually when I'm, like, tilted, I do stupid stuff in single. Like, I play too aggressive, I ignore a pump to try and get a lock. That's when I lose this matchup. But I feel like, on paper, you are able to win this most of the time as Expo if you just play it well. But, of course, it's way easier said than done. But 2 good examples in this match, or in this video so far. So, nice stuff. Going to be 24-38. Still not top 1.5K, but we'll get there. Alright guys, so in a game against Ivan Drago, I guess I'll go for 2.5k for today's goal. I think top 1k is like 2.56 or something, but honestly, I hope you guys understand, I just don't feel like that motivated to go for it. Like, I do feel kind of motivated to push, but at the same time, like, this meta's just not it, and it just makes me not enjoy the game as much. I'm going to kite these goblins. Okay, never mind, he goes LP. I was going to say I'm going to kite these goblins out of range. I'll preemptively knight, though, to protect against the LP Guardian, and that's going to force a knight out, and then I think he's in a really bad spot. I'll log to, like, force another response, then I'm going to be able to get a small lock, and I will also outcycle his knight, like, in a second, I think. He just went knight and then log. I'm 3 off my Xbow, or 2 off my Xbow, he's 3 off his knight, so yeah, I think I can outcycle the knight, guys. If he goes minor on my archer again, I'll go in, and I might get a big lock. I've actually beat this guy before. I recognize his name. He plays this minor deck. Okay, really smart going minor like that, actually. Like, if he went minor on the archer, I might have won. So smart, like, cognizance on his end to not really go in and, like, know that he doesn't have a knight in cycle. I'll kite this minor out of range, though. That's going to be a mini Xbow lock. Knight to protect and predict an Ice Spirit to retarget. And he's actually going to take a huge lock there. What is he doing? Does he not have log in cycle? I guess he doesn't. I'll fireball the LP as well. Force it to go into the other lane, actually. So now, if he does go ability, he'll, like, kind of be not really supporting this minor push. I'll Ice Spirit Skeletons for the minor. He does go ability still. I think I'll have to log on defense here. Actually, I think I might be fine taking this damage, honestly. Yeah, no need to log that, because I actually want to encourage him to go opposite lane to me. Yeah, that was 2 LP hits. That was nothing. I'll call the early good game just to kind of get in his head, and it genuinely is good game. Like, 2,000 damage against Xbow, you're not really going to win, so he seems upset. I remember, guys, in the last video as well, like, last video I faced him, I think it was, like, top 200 or top 100 even, my early push, and he messed up, like, really early in single. Like, I got him really early on, so it just seems to be a trend with this guy, I guess. I split my Evo Archers. Oh, terrible Evo Knight. That is not something you want to do. Like, you want to save that for the Xbow. What is he doing? I'll Knight to protect, and we do predict the bomb tower successfully. Has to go for a poison. This Xbow is going to lock on the tower, unless that Knight walks in range just in time. No, it does not, so nice lock. He's going to be forced to log this, yep. Otherwise, that would have been a lot more damage. And, like, this is just, he's just in shambles right now, quite frankly. No better way to put it. Like, he's kind of fighting for his life. I'll go in again. So you guys will notice I have a huge lead in the right, but what I like to do in this matchup is go opposite lane all the time if I can, to pressure at least, because you don't want to let them get value under Xbow plus tower. I say this like every video, but I just want to reiterate it like so much. Like, you do not want to let them get spell value on your Xbow and your weak side tower. So I'm going to go Xbow again. I'm going to cycle back to a second one. Terrible minor. He has a lot more things to worry about than minor on the tower right now. Like, he should be worrying about defending my Xbows. I don't know why he's going minor on the tower when he's down so much, but I'll go Evo Archers to snipe that bomb tower. We get the double lock, very satisfying, and that's definitely a good game now, so yeah, he should definitely give up right now. Even if he didn't give up, there would have been no way of him stopping that, so nice win against this guy. Honestly, he did not play that matchup well, but if you outplay them with Xbow, like, you know, cutting out of range, getting early locks, you can get something done, so very nice win. Gonna put me almost 1 off, 2.5k, let's get one more win, and I think I'll call it a video. Alright guys, found a match against Blue. I recorded a little bit late so we didn't get the intro, but, like, the intro screen, but, I wasn't expecting it to, like, happen. Like, sometimes Q10 takes a while, then I'm a bit lazy, then I finally find a match, and I have to, like, scramble to start the recording, but just gonna split my archers. Let's see what he has. Barb Barrel. I guess it could be, like, Golem again. Could be Splash Yard also. Golem again, really? Okay. I mean, I guess I don't have a choice but to play into this. That would be kind of interesting. 3 Golems in one video. It is honestly fairly meta. Like, I see Golem pump quite a bit, so I wouldn't be too surprised. Yep, Evo Knight. Looks like that's what it's going to be. So, just going to Knight the back, match his Knight, and he's going to be up a bit of Elixir because of that pump. Go Skelly Drags. Okay, looks like it's going to be Golem pump with Skeleton Dragons, which I think is good, honestly. Like, Skeleton Dragons are pretty easy for Xbow to deal with compared to more annoying stuff like Little Prince. Like, if he doesn't have Little Prince, that's very nice. Like, I will take that any day. So, does go... Is he going to go for anything? Doesn't go for anything into my Evo Archers, or Split Archers rather. I'll just go Xbow. Let's see if he has a Golem. And he does have a Golem. Okay, so wow, 3 Golems in one video, guys. That's going to be like a mini Golem matchup guide, I guess. At least, hopefully, if I win this one, which I should, you know. I mean, I talked so much about how I'm good at defending this matchup, and I think he doesn't have a Little Prince. I genuinely believe he does not, because he has Skeleton Dragons instead. I guess he could still have LP, but like Knight, E-Drag, Skelly Drags, Golem, Pump, Barb Barrel, NATO. That's 7 cards. What would the last card be? I'm trying to think. I don't know, actually. We'll find out, I guess. Like, there's no point overthinking it. We'll see if he has an LP or not, but I want to say he doesn't. just like skeleton dragons, like, I guess, but we'll find out. I'm gonna fireball the pump again. Honestly, there's no point really like trying to mess around. Obviously, it's nice to get a lock, but I do like to fireball the pumps if I can. I feel like it's the safest play overall. And also, my evil archer is gonna go for an Xbow. Let's see. Oh, he goes for the skeleton dragons. I went knight to predict the skeleton dragons on the Xbow, to be honest, but he did go for them in the left instead. Oh my god, look at that archer going to work on the E-Jag. I'll go archers to make sure it dies. And that's actually a good game. He doesn't have anything to kill this. He has NATO, that's about it. Like, he can't... Yeah, healer. Like, okay. That's good game, man. I'll protect this even more. I'm not going to fireball that. Like, there's only 30 seconds left, and the game is literally over. Like, that is a huge lock. That was very well played by me, actually. Like, the knight prediction did work out very well. Even though he went for a pretty aggressive Skelly Drags push, I think that was his misplay. Like, he went a bit too aggressive in the other lane, and sometimes, guys, if you go for Xbows, you can get them, like, in a really bad spot, like, at a bad timing for them, and that's when you can really, like, just get to work. So, worked very well. Gonna go archers. Hopefully NATO's the earlier ones. No, he doesn't, but still, this should be a massive fireball, which I will take in a second here just to protect my archers in a sec. And knight up high, as you can see, preventing the E-Drag from splashing. And that's going to be a perfect defense. Now it's just going to be 2 logs and a fireball to win the game. So he can golem if he wants, but like, yeah, there's not much he can do. Log number 1, fireball, and then log number 2. He actually just lets it go. So nice win against blue. Nice match against golem again. So I guess, you know, I'm doing all right. Decent ladder push. I think that's going to be like 2 off 2.5k, but honestly, guys, I can't be bothered to push more in this meta. That's about it for the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Take care, and I will see you in the next one.